Hi guys, welcome back to Makeup and Bakbak with Lavu. Today's topic is how to not attract a red flag. Yes, this is the topic. This is what is the tea happening right now. Everyone needs to know, wow, how can I get that green flag guy or girl? Oh my god, I need someone who's that movie wala poster perfect. So this is my guide to not attract a red flag. So phase one. I have my notes, okay? I came prepared for this. This is important. This is for our generation. Okay, so let's start. So phase one is be the green flag you want in your life. I know everyone says this line, but you actually need to become who you want in your life as a partner. For example, you want someone to be kind. So you need to be kind, just not to your partner, your loved one, romantic partner, but to everyone. You need to have it as a second nature. You cannot just be kind to your boyfriend and then expect him to be so kind to you, because it doesn't work that way. If you want someone who cares and who sees all the small things, who understands your mood, you need to start doing that, not with just your partner, with everyone. Because we do it with that one person only and we neglect everyone else in our life, that's why that person only does that with us. So the best key is to become the person you want to attract with everyone. You be that and you will see what you are attracting. Okay, so because we often attract people according to our energy, so we need to shift our energy into being positive. You want a workaholic, we also need to be like that. I'm not saying you be 100% like that, but you need to have those values and that nature by yourself. It shouldn't just be for one person. Phase two. Okay, I want every Gen Z, millennial, whoever is watching this, never settle. Understand this, because of so many options in this generation, we often settle for whatever we get, because we are like, who has the time to make people understand what we want? So we'll get what we want. If you're going to be okay with anything, you're going to get anything. If your standards are not high of yourself and the love you are looking for, you will never find that high standard love. Okay, so what I've written, I'm just gonna repeat it. If a situation or someone feels like a settlement to you, that this is not true to myself, but I have to settle because, oh my god, I dear love that person so much. You 90% don't love that person so much. You're just settling because you think that you're worth that much only. You will never settle in love. Love is not about settlement. Yes, we do compromise, we have understanding, but you do not settle for anything. Okay, so this is the second phase. The third phase that mainly I feel girls have the biggest problem is changing someone. Don't change someone. Do not fall in love with the potential of that person rather than who they are with you. Okay, this is what we do. हम ठीक कर देंगे, we will make that person better. Maybe guys also think that. I have not had that experience. But don't change someone. Accept them the way they are, with their flaws, with the good and the bad. The moment you start accepting people, you'll realize, do you love them or not? Do you want them as a partner or not? If their answer is no, it's always a no. Whatever you settle for, whatever you think that you might be able to change, the quality, the things will never change. It's embedded in them. Okay, you cannot make them change things. They can do it by themselves, but you cannot. And you cannot expect that you will find the love of your life by changing someone. No. not possible. Okay, phase 4. For example, you meet someone, you're talking to that person. Nowadays we go on Hinge and Bumble and all those things, or meet by work, or bump into the club. I don't really like this club thing at all. I don't like it. So I would say no to the club meets. But when you talk to someone, maintain communication, be clear for what you're looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, you're not going to get it. If you don't know, if you talk to someone, are you looking for a friend, are you looking for a partner, are you looking something casual? You need to be clear from the start, not because they want it, because you want it. If you're clear from the start, you don't waste each other's time. You be clear that, oh, I'm looking for a long-term relationship, these are my values, I look forward for this is me, this is who I am. I'm very honest with myself. Yes, I can be, for example, I always say that I'm very dramatic. I have a lot of Bollywood drama in me, and I'm very, very clear with my people, and they know me. They accept me for who I am. They will not ask me to tone it down or tune it down, because I have been like this from the day one I have met them. So be clear of who you are, and to know who you are, you really need to sit with yourself and see, okay, what do I want? Who do I want to become? Because it's very important you take time to choose people or partner in your life, because who you are. You are who you surround yourself with. So it is extremely crucial that you really give yourself time. Okay, so all these conversations of what you want, what is the speed that you want to come in this relationship, needs to be talked before you get into the relationship and not afterwards. Because in the start, what we do is we are okay with anything and everything, and that's why we don't have a standard for ourselves. So the other person is going to feel like they were different in the start. They didn't have so much problems. Now, where are these problems coming from? So, you need to be clear of who you are as a person. You need to be clear of what you have value. Like for me, communication, very important. Emotional intimacy, very, very important. Honesty, very, very important. You need to have these core values taught if you want to have a mature relationship. If not, do whatever you're doing anyway. Then don't be sad and say, oh, I'm not able to attract. Why is it happening with me? Why do I get all the bad things in life? Because you're not working towards it. Okay, phase number 5. This is, I think, very important. So I believe that when you are in a relationship, it's extremely important to take small steps, because in the generation we have, it can be very exciting, you know because, oh my god, I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want, I can meet how many times a week I want, I can talk whatever, do whatever. No, take it slowly. Anyone who really, really loves you will never question you, will always comfort you for taking it slowly. You don't need to, prove yourself for the relationship, okay? It's not about proving yourself. You like my flowers? Okay, one more thing. You should plan dates once or twice a week is good. Maintain proper communication, not like overbearing communication, but end of the day, tell each other about how your day was, what did you do, etc., etc. Passions and funny things. Share. Try to share as much, little, little, and then more, more, more. You do your way. That's your way of how you do it. Okay. And another thing that I really tell people is, do not go to each other's places until after you are in a relationship. Try not to, every action that we do is a signal of what we want. Every word we say is a signal of what we want. So be careful with the words and your actions, which I come to my next phase, which is action should match your words and words should match your actions. You cannot be flirting and then expect say that, oh, it's just healthy, oh, I'm just friendly. No, why would you do that? If you do not want something, do not give an action for it. So I really believe in actions matching the words and words matching an action in a relationship. It is vital, you know, vital. Period. Please do that. I know it. This can be all overbearing, and you're like, who is this girl telling us about how to, run relationships or attract people? But this is my understanding and what I have learned throughout the years and have helped me as well to understand what kind of people I really want in my life. Okay, so phase 7, and I want everyone who's watching, say it with me: fight for each other, not with each other. If you are always going into an argument to prove yourself right and the other person wrong, then do you really love that person? Are you here to prove yourself wrong and make the person feel bad? Or are you here to fight for your partner and yourself and the relationship that you have and grow out of it? It matters how you talk, your tone, everything matters. The moment you, there's a very thin line of disrespect. The moment you cross it, that's it. You cannot repair it. You need to know how you talk. It cannot be like, oh, I talk like this, I do like this. No, be humble, be kind, know what you're speaking. You should know. You imagining you guys are 25, 24, or even 19, you need to know how you speak. You cannot just speak to your partner in any way because you're angry or mad or upset or whatever. you know Fight for each other. Make sure that when you go in a fight, you think about, that I want to solve this rather than, oh, I will show him or her who she is. What's the point of the relationship if you go into fights like this? Then you do you actually love them? Do you actually care for them? Maybe you need to constantly ask yourself. Okay, really urge people to be more kind and be more humble. You'll attract those things. I promise you, the moment you bring those things to yourself, you attract people who give you this thing. I promise you. I tell you with my whole heart that this is something I have done in my life. I wasn't like this before when I came here, but now I'm 23. I'm not that old, but I think that I've become wiser throughout the years, understanding humans and understanding myself and understanding, you know, this is not for me. This is for me. I, for example, I'm not going to settle for less. I will never ever settle for less. And if anyone is settling for less, I hope you have the strength to get out of it because you deserve a better. We all deserve someone who loves us for truly who we are. And I'm not saying it with the partner's point of view. Anyone in your life, your friends, just you are meant to be loved. Love is love is what's going to be there always. Everything's going to go one day, but love that you have for that person stays. So I hope today, if you're watching this video, when you when everything's done and you subscribe to my channel, like and comment, you calculate who you really love and who you think you love. And it's not like you need to get them out of your life. It's like you make a space, you make a line, you improve. And saying sorry is not a big deal. You apologize for your mistake. It's the It's the kindest thing you can do is apologize when you really, really mean it, not just to make someone go like shut. Okay, so I hope you can do it. And this was it for the episode called How to Not Attract a Red Flag. I hope the world is kind to you and hope you are kind to yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a good evening.